the 12th Science Chemistry class. We are going to learn the mechanism of acid reactions in this chapter number 10 of 12th Science, that is the halogen derivative. Now in the last lecture we learned about the nucleophilic substitution reactions. There are 8 nucleophilic substitution reactions in that chart that are given. They are general reactions, and after that we have to learn the mechanism of these acid reactions. Now what is mechanism? Mechanism is nothing but it is the path or way by which the reaction completes. That means the reaction forward from initial step to the final step. Now that is the mechanism. What is the path or way how the reaction is carried out, which bond breaks and which bond get formed again into the products, that are clearly given into this mechanism. So mechanism is nothing but it is the details of the reaction, how the reaction is carried out from the initial state reactants to the final state, that is the products. Now acid reactions means nucleophilic substitution reactions. Always read as nucleophilic substitution reactions. Now there are two types of mechanism of acid reaction, that is the nucleophilic substitution reactions. The first one is the SN1 mechanism. Now what is in the SN1 mechanism? Why they are called as the SN1 mechanism? SN1 mechanism means nucleophilic substitution unimolecular mechanism. Now as the name suggests, unimolecular means one. Only one molecule of the reactants, or only on the concentration of only one of the reactants the mechanism depends. That means the reaction or the rate of the reaction depends only on the concentration of only one of the reactants. So the name is unimolecular. So nucleophilic substitution unimolecular means it is the definitely nucleophilic substitution. Now you very well understand what is nucleophilic substitution. In the last two lecture we clearly that is given you that is the how the information about the nucleophilic substitution. One nucleophile get replaced by the another nucleophile in that reactant, that is the alkyl halide, and therefore if the rate of the reaction depends on only one of the reactant concentration, then that reaction is called as the nucleophilic substitution unimolecular mechanism. Now second that is the type we have to learn, that is the SN2 mechanism. SN2 mechanism means nucleophilic substitution by molecular mechanism. Now in this mechanism the rate of the reaction, that is rate means that is the way in Marathi, the rate of the reaction depends on the concentration of two reactants. If the rate of the reaction depends or influenced by the concentration of two reactants, then that mechanism follows the second order kinetics, or such mechanism is called as the nucleophilic substitution by molecular mechanism. Now let us learn first about the let us study first the SN2 mechanism, and then we will learn the SN1 mechanism. Now SN2 mechanism means nucleophilic substitution by molecular mechanism. Now in this mechanism the reaction between methyl bromide and hydroxide ion of the alkali like NaOH or KOH. Now what is the first point is about the reaction. Always in the mechanism the first point is about the reaction, in between which reactant the reaction is carried out. Now as we are learning the alkyl halides, so the reactant molecules into the SN2 mechanism is the alkyl halide, that is the methyl bromide, and the hydroxide ion OH minus ion of the alkali such as NaOH or KOH. And in this reaction we know that there is the formation of alcohol, so it gives the methyl alcohol, that is the methanol, and this reaction follows a second order kinetics. This reaction reaction follows a second order kinetics. So it is the bimolecular mechanism, nucleophilic substitution bimolecular mechanism, because this reaction between the methyl bromide and the hydroxide ion of the alkali such as KOH or NaOH follows the second order kinetics. So this reaction is the SN2 reaction, that is nucleophilic substitution reaction. And that is, in this reaction, the rate of this reaction depends on concentration of two reacting phases. Two reacting phases, that is the methyl bromide and the hydroxide ion. On both concentration, the rate depends. So that is, the rate of this reaction depends on concentration of two reacting species, namely methyl bromide and hydroxide ion. And therefore, hence, it is the nucleophilic substitution bimolecular reaction, that is the SN2 reaction. Then which reaction follows the SN2 mechanism? The reaction between the methyl bromide and the hydroxide ion of the alkalis such as NaOH or KOH. Now methyl bromide is the primary, that is the alkyl halide. So primary alkyl halide always follows the SN2 mechanism. In SN2 mechanism, what is there? The rate of the reaction depends on the concentration of two different species or two reactant. Now see here, this is the methyl bromide. This is what? This is methyl bromide, that is the primary alkyl halide, and this is the hydroxide ion. When they react with each other, there is this bromine get substituted by this hydroxide ion, and there is the formation of methanol or methyl alcohol. This is the methanol, and the bromide ion gets detached, or it is called as the leaving group. L-E-A-V-I-N-G. Leaving group. Leaving group means what? That group, that is the halide ion, bromide ion gets leave, and the OH ion get attached. And so this OH minus is also called as the attacking group or nucleophile. It is also called as the attacking group, OH minus ion, or attacking nucleophile, and the bromide ion which leaves, it is called as the leaving group. Now the rate of this reaction, see student, here is the rate. Now this rate of the reaction is directly proportional to the concentration of this primary alkyl halide, that is the methyl bromide, and concentration of the OH minus ion. Now by applying the law of mass action, or by this sign we have to remove, then how we write? Rate is equal to K into concentration of this methyl bromide into concentration of hydroxide ion. And what is K here? K is equal to, that is the proportionality constant or rate constant. It is also called as the rate constant. K is called as the rate constant. So therefore, what is here? Rate is equal to K into concentration of methyl bromide into concentration of hydroxide ion. Now this is the second point about the rate. Now always do the point for writing these SN1 and SN2 mechanism, because these SN1 and SN2 mechanism in the examination asked for the 4 marks. So there must be minimum 8 points will be there to explain this. The first point is about the reaction, and you can give here the second point also. Here that is about the rate of the reaction. Now what is there in the rate of the reaction? The rate of a chemical reaction is influenced or depend by the chemical species taking part in the slowest step. Now that slowest step is also called as the rate determining step, because rate is always calculated. The rate of the reaction is always calculated of the slow step, that is the slowest step in that reaction. So in the slowest step, what is found there? In the slowest step, the rate is influenced by the two different species of the reactant. So rate of chemical reaction is influenced or depends by the chemical species taking part in the slowest step of its mechanism. And in this reaction, the rate depends on both the reactants in the slow step, and that both reactants are the methyl bromide and hydroxide ion. So it is the bimolecular nucleophilic substitution. Why it is bimolecular nucleophilic substitution mechanism? Because in the slowest step of this reaction, the rate is influenced by two reactants, the concentration of two reactants, methyl bromide and hydroxide ion. So this reaction is the bimolecular nucleophilic reaction. It is definitely nucleophilic substitution reaction because one nucleophile get leaving or it get detached and the another nucleophile comes, or one nucleophile is substituted by the another nucleophile, so it is the nucleophilic substitution reaction. But why it is SN2 or bimolecular nucleophilic substitution? Because the rate of the reaction depends upon the concentration of the both of the reactor. Now this is the second point, student. Now let us learn the third point. Now what is happened in the third point? Let us learn. Now see here, first you take the screenshot of this description because these are very useful notes and the question is always asked for the 4 marks on this topic. So write down, take the screenshot and write down the notes in a beautiful handwriting. Now let us learn the third point of this mechanism. Now again pay attention, students, on the blackboard. We are learning the SN2 mechanism, that is nucleophilic substitution bimolecular. Now this is the actual mechanism, how the reaction carried out from reactant to product. Now here this OH minus, that is the hydroxide ion. Now this is from the alkali. Now this is the hydroxide ion. Now this hydroxide ion always attack on this carbon which is going to be substitution from the back side. There is the back side attack. And therefore, the configuration which is obtained in the product in this methanol is having 100% inversion of configuration. Inversion means that is just invert. This molecule methyl bromide have such type of configuration in which this bromide ion is to the right hand side and all these 3 hydrogens are to the left hand side. And when the reaction commences, after the reaction there is the 100% inversion of configuration. In that the OH ion that is get attached from the back side to this carbon to the left side and all the hydrogen comes to the opposite side, just as that is umbrella blow inside out in the rainy season. Now the umbrella sometimes when there is the large, that is the wind in the rainy season, the umbrella gets blow inside out. In the same manner, this methyl bromide having the 100% inversion, it get the reactant molecule is totally get inverted its configuration into the product molecule. Now in this way, this OH minus ion attack on this carbon from the back side. At the same time, this leaving group Br minus ion get detached from that. And in the slow step, that is the rate determining step, what is there? There are the carbon having the 5 bonds now, penta-coordinate carbon. The 3 bonds are the sigma bonds. Now these hydrogens are in the same plane, having the bond angle of 120 degree between each other, and this attacking group attaches partially to this carbon and the leaving group also departs partially from that carbon. So the negative charge is diffused and there they carry both of the nucleophile, that is the attacking nucleophile and the departing nucleophile, that is the leaving group, acquire partial negative charge in the rate determining step, which is the slow step. And in the slow step only the rate get determined. So it is the rate determining step, and this step where the carbon is attached to the 5 bonds, this is the transition state. Now this is the transition state, means at this transition state there is the forming simultaneous, and the energy increases at this transition state, so that the bond formation and bond breaking are simultaneous in this reaction. So this is the one step reaction. Only one slow step is there, though it is the bimolecular reaction, but it is one step reaction. Remember that only one transition step is there. And after breaking of completely this leaving group and this attaching of this, that is the attacking group, attacking nucleophile, we obtain the product, that is the methyl alcohol methanol, which have the 100% inversion of configuration, and this leaving group breaks completely, that is the bromide. So this is a single step mechanism, which is the slow step. That single step is the slow step, and it is the rate determining step, that is the RDS, rate determining step, which have both reactants. In that step, both reactants are there, and so it is the bimolecular, but it is the single step mechanism, because bond formation and bond breaking are simultaneous, and both the bond breaking and bond formation at the carbon take place simultaneously. In this reaction, what is there? Both the bond formation and bond breaking take place simultaneously at the carbon, and is also called as the transition state. That state is also called as the transition state. Now in the fourth point, there are some silent features of this SN2 mechanism. Now the first step is the single step mechanism. Now what is in the single step? That is this mechanism carried by only a single step, which is the simultaneous bond formation and bond breaking. So single step mechanism with simultaneous bond breaking and bond formation. Now second point is that backside attack of the nucleophile. That means nucleophile always attack from the backside, because both are nucleophile, that is the attacking nucleophile and the leaving nucleophile is there. If they go from the same side, what happens? There is repulsion between them, and due to that the energy will get, that is increase, and that molecule will not be there, it is the stable molecule. Both have the negative charge, so one departs from the one side and the another attack from the another side, so it is the backside attack. So backside attack of nucleophile, the nucleophile attacks on the carbon undergoing substitution from the backside. Now this backside is the opposite to that of the leaving group bromide ion. The backside is opposite to that of the leaving group, and therefore what is there? 100% inversion of configuration will be observed. Now the third point is about the transition state, that is the TS. Now the third point is the transition state, that is the TS. The nucleophile and the leaving groups are bonded to the carbon with partial bond. The nucleophile and the leaving group in the transition state bonded to that carbon, that is partially, they bonded to the carbon partially negative charge, with the partially negative charge, and the nucleophile and the leaving groups are bonded to the carbon with the partial bond, and the carbon and that all nucleophile and the that is the leaving group both carry the partial negative charge, and thus total negative charge is diffused. That is the negative charge get diffused, partial on the leaving group and partial on the attacking nucleophile in this way. The transition state contains the penta-coordinate carbon, in which carbon having 3 sigma bonds, and all these 3 sigma bonds which have the hydrogen atoms attached to that carbon is a planar, and the bond angle between them is of 120 degree. Now again, what is given in the silent feature of next point? Let us learn. In the fifth point, what is given? Let us learn. Now see students, what is given in the silent features fourth point. Now Now the transition state contains pentacoordinate carbon having 3 sigma bonds in one plane, that of the hydrogen, 3 hydrogen which are in the one plane, making bond angles of 120 degree with each other, because they are 3 bonds are in a one plane, and 2 partial covalent bonds along the line perpendicular to this plane. The 3 bonds are in the plane, one plane, and 2 are in the, that is the perpendicular to that of the plane. They are the partial bonds. When the SN2 mechanism is brought about at the chiral carbon in optically active substrate, then the product is found to have opposite configuration. The first configuration of that reactants, that exactly opposite configuration of that are found into the product if the carbon is chiral carbon, and that opposite configuration compared to that of the substrate, that is the reactant. The product have the opposite configuration as compared to that of the substrate or reactants. Substrate means reactant. Now in other words, SN2 mechanism is found to proceed with inversion of configuration. There is 100% inversion of configuration. The molecule get inverse its configuration in the product. Now this is like flipping of an umbrella in the rainy season. I already told you that as in the rainy season, if there is the wind, fast wind, then our umbrella get flips in the opposite direction, and this configuration, inversion of configuration is also as that of the flipping of umbrella. It is known as Walton inversion, the name of the scientist. The inversion of configuration is result of backside attack. Why there is the inversion of configuration? Because the nucleophile attack from the backside, and therefore there is the inversion of configuration. So students, if you understand this mechanism, that is the SN2 mechanism, very clearly manner, and if you can write down about the SN2 mechanism confidently, then you must like, share and subscribe this video so that all the students get benefited and they get advantage of this SN2 mechanism. This is very important video. Thank you for watching this. Thank you very much, and you can take the screenshot and write down the notes in a beautiful handwriting.